Mrs. Adamant, I brought you an apple.
Thank you, Stephen. This is the third apple this week. I'll put it right next to the computer.
Mrs. Adamant, why don't we use the computer in class?
Stephen, that's a silly question. I use the computer. I use it to check my email. But the computer won't teach the class. That is why I am here.
Mrs. Adamant, I do use the computer to check email, but why don't you use the computer to help you teach? I have heard that there are programs that can help us learn about history, math, and even connect with other schools. If we could use the computer, we could talk to schools in Turkey.
Stephen, I am not sure where you read about these uses. But when I look on the computer, I get back too much information. Just last week I typed "create a computer lesson plan" into the Google. All I got back was 16 million results. Remember how long it took to count 1 million macaroni? How am I supposed to know where to look? It would take me forever. Plus, Turkey is too far away.
Mrs. Adamant, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Just like you taught us to take old milk cartons to make a boat, there are resources that have already been created that can help you integrate technology into the classroom.
Stephen, how did you learn the word integrate?
I learned it on the computer.
What else have you learned on the computer?
I learned about blended learning.
Blended learning. What is that?
A teaching approach that combines face-to-face classroom methods with computer-mediated activities to form an integrated instructional approach. The Khan Academy is tools to let teachers use blended learning.
But how do I find this information when there are so many places to choose from?
You have to start small. Maybe ask other teachers or the principal. I know sites like ePals.com allow teachers to connect to other classrooms. Even sites like PowerMyLearning.com can help with lesson plans and give students, families, and teachers a way to check on our progress.
Wow, there really are a lot of good resources.
Yes, Mrs. Adamant. There are many ideas on how to update education. Even nonprofits like Startup Weekend host events to specifically improve education.
Stephen, you are a smart boy. I should introduce you to my son Wozniak. He likes to build computers. I think you might get along.
Does this mean I am getting an A+?